Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be doing a garden update. If you've seen my previous video about my yard, I was getting ready to plant vegetables and I've done that, so I wanted to show you guys where I'm at with things. So right over here we have cucumber. I went to this local nursery that's like a town over from where I live, and they had 3 packs of everything. They were cheaper than buying the singles, so I got way more vegetables than I had anticipated. But we're just gonna see how things go this summer. Should get a pretty big harvest. Over here I have gourds. These are decorative gourds. I'm gonna use these in the fall for decoration for my front porch. Over here we have pumpkin. And then back over here we have watermelon. And then next to that we have corn. I planted ornamental and yellow. So the ornamental I'll use for decoration for my front porch, and the yellow I will use for corn on the cob. And then these are sunflowers. As you can see, I have a couple of spots, a few spots that are missing that need to be replanted. And over here I have tomatoes. I have 8 plants. I'm gonna stake everything this weekend. I haven't gotten around to doing it, but everything's still small enough that I have time to do that. I might make a video on that because I don't use tomato cages. I stake everything with dowel rods and twine. So I'm gonna do that this weekend, so I'll probably make a video on that. So I have, I think these are called pineapple, and then these are cherry tomatoes over here. And then behind that, I have my zucchini. I got 3 of those. I tried to spread them far enough apart that I'm not going to have any problems with it. I use tripods for these. I make tripods out of the dowel rods and the twine. For these, the watermelon and the cucumber. I might do that with the pumpkin too. And over here I have, this is jalapeno. And then I have 4 red bell pepper. And I'll have to stake those too. I do tripods on those too. And this over here is green onion. This came up last year, so these are from seeds I planted last year. I've already trimmed them a couple of times. I've planted more. I haven't seen anything come up yet, but if I remember correctly, these took a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna wait it out and see how it goes. And then over here I planted carrots. I haven't seen anything come up over here either. I was a little worried that I had planted them too deep, because this is the first time I've ever done carrots, so we'll see about that too. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time, and I don't know, maybe they'll turn out like the green onions. So that's about it for the vegetables, and I will just show you the rest of the yard, because everything, my flower beds are starting to fill out. I'm going to plant flowers there hopefully this weekend if it quits raining. It's been raining so much, it's just crazy raining. And I don't know what this is. This might be a weed. I planted some stuff here last year, but I don't know. I can't remember what I planted, and I don't know if that was part of what I planted, so I'm gonna wait and see. I'm thinking maybe weed, but I don't know. And I had a blueberry bush here that I had to take out because it was not doing good. And here's my blackberry bush. I still have to trim this guy, but I don't know where my clippers are. They're in my garage, and my garage is a mess, so I'm gonna get ready to clean that out this summer. So here's the back bed, and if you watched my previous video, I think it looks a lot different than it did. The salvia is kind of crazy. It's just kind of going all over the place. I had to trim some of it. There were some things not getting some sunlight, like this guy here. That's a mum. It's red. I just planted that from. I just took the center of the mum. It was in. I planted it in back over there, but it didn't survive over the winter. So before it got cold, I took the top of the mum and I just kind of like spread it all out over the dirt there, and it ended up seeding and coming up. So that's just kind of like a little volunteer, I guess. Hoping these little yellow flowers are going to make a comeback. I'm probably going to plant some things over here because I've got some holes, as you can see. Mums, and I've got some lilies back there that aren't ready to bloom yet. I've got more things back here that'll be blooming over the summer. I've got mums right there. That's a white mum of some sort. I don't remember what kind. And then this big thing here is phlox, and that'll be hot pink. There you can kind of see the lily. It's red. And then I have some red yarrow right here. I'm hoping that will get a little bigger. I had another one on the other side, but that guy didn't make it either. So I'm just hoping that's gonna get a little bit bigger this year. And then over here we have grapes. And this thing's already out of control. I've already had to trim it a couple of times, but you can see the grapes right here. Usually the birds eat them, so I'm hoping this year is going to be different. Maybe I'll get some. It goes all the way over the back of the fence, back of my garage. So yeah, that's that. And then I've got my strawberry plant. I'm going to replant this guy. But I think it's starting to come along pretty nicely. There's a couple of patchy areas that need to be filled up, but otherwise I think it looks pretty good. I guess I'll take you guys out front and show you the front because I haven't done that yet. But yeah, that's about it for... Oh, I guess I'll go over here and show you guys this bed back here because this is... Some of the flowers back here are starting to bloom, and they weren't the last time. So I've got like some mum things. Those are like some sort of mum right there, and then these little guys right here that barely survived. Got some white lilies. I've got some stuff in the back there that'll bloom later that has a red flower. It's really pretty when it blooms. And then mini carns right here. I'm hoping those are kind of spread out. I lost one last year, so there's a space there, but I think this is also starting to look better and more filled in. I'm going to plant a couple of things over here, hopefully this weekend, and then the hostas and the lilies, and I think these are bigger than the last time a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that's about it. So I guess we will go out front and I'll meet you out there. Okay, so here we are on my front porch. I just made a video about container gardening, so I want to show you what they look like now. So I used petunias, light yellow petunias over here, and some Dusty Miller. And then here are my baskets. I think they turned out pretty nice. I usually think I make a good selection, and then by the end of the season I'm just really not liking what I did, but I think they look pretty nice, and I think they'll do really nicely for the summer. That's the other one, and then just another light yellow petunia over there. So let's go over here and I will show you the front of the house, and my bed's out here. Okay, so I'll take you around the back of the house here and we'll get started over here. So as you can see, I have a bunch of Queen Anne's lace. Eventually I want to plant more stuff here, like some shade stuff. It gets really weedy there. And over here I have hostas. I think these are corabels. More Queen Anne's lace. I'm probably going to thin some of this stuff out next year. And then, I can't remember what these are called. I want to say they're kind of in the same family as the corbels, but I could be wrong. And then I have this little guy over here that I'm going to move next year because I have another one right here, and this one has purple flowers. So I just think I'm going to move that other one up here because it'll just fill out the space, and I don't think that one has enough room to flourish back there. So this is one of the front flower beds. These lilies are my favorite. I love this color. I've got a couple of spots up here that have holes that I'm gonna try to fill in back there. I like this pink flower is, I think, bearded dragon's tongue. I'm not sure. So then over here I've got pretty much the same kind of stuff, and I've lost some things over here, and I think it may be a little overcrowded, but I see, you can see there's like a couple of spots in there, and there's some stuff that was covered up by all the salvia that I trimmed up right there, and then that stuff right there is a little yellow flowers, so they weren't getting enough light, so I trim that salvia, so now it should be okay, and hopefully they'll start growing. So that's about it for the front. I think I really like it now that I'm done with it. I've been working on it for the last 9 years. This is the first year that I haven't had to do major gardening or like any kind of heavy lifting, digging of dirt or anything like that, so kind of monumental. It's a pretty big accomplishment. I'm actually going to get to enjoy my summer and do some other projects, which I'm going to make some videos about. I want to fix up my back porch and hopefully document that, and I'm going to be doing a wreath tutorial soon because I need a wreath for my front door, so I thought that would be a fun DIY. So if you're into that kind of thing, just stay tuned. Here's all my peonies. I didn't get any footage of these before they, until after they're done blooming. This is that yellow flower that is over on the side there. I have a lot more of it over here. Some lilies and the peonies. These peonies were here when I moved here, so I can't really take credit for those, but everything else I've done by hand over the last 9 years, and it's been a lot of work. So I really love these yellow flowers. I think they're so pretty. Those lilies are yellow, and then more peonies over here, orange lilies. So yeah, that's about it. More peonies. So that's about it. And yeah, if you like this kind of thing, gardening, DIY crafts, that's what I'm all about here. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe if this is the kind of thing that you're into, and stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.